Welcome to the Inspiring Tech Leaders podcast with me, Dave Roberts. Today we're exploring yet another exciting evolution in AI, this being the integration of Google's DeepMind's VO3 into the Manus AI ecosystem. If you have been following the advancements in multimodal artificial intelligence, you know Manus AI made headlines earlier this year with its autonomous decision-making and natural interaction capabilities. Now with VO3 in the mix, which is a powerful video generation model, Manus takes a major leap towards full sensory intelligence. In this episode, I'll discuss how this integration works, the real-world benefits it unlocks, and the jaw-dropping possibilities it creates for industries like film, gaming, robotics, and even remote work. So let's start with a quick primer. VO3 is DeepMind's latest generation video model. It creates highly realistic, coherent videos from text prompts, image sequences, or semantic instructions. What makes it stand out from earlier versions and even competitors is its temporal consistency, physics-aware motion, and ability to maintain storylines over longer sequences. We're not talking about just short blurry clips anymore. VO3 can generate 4K resolution videos at 30 FPS, with subjects and environments that remain consistent and realistic over time. It understands camera angles, emotion cues, and even lighting changes. In other words, VO3 doesn't just create video, it creates cinematic logic. Now, Manus AI, as many of you know, is a cutting-edge agent architecture designed to simulate human-level reasoning, task execution, and conversational flow. Manus can plan, execute, and adjust its approach in real time. It's not just reactive, it's proactive, predictive, and increasingly self-directed. What's different about Manus compared to most LLM agents is its emphasis on sensor fusion and environmental awareness. It already interprets audio, documents, commands, and web content, but until now its visual understanding, especially dynamic visual understanding, was limited. This is where VO3 changes the capability. So, how does one access this powerful new integration? The integration of VO3 into Manus AI is primarily facilitated through the Manus platform itself. Users interact with Manus AI, and Manus in turn leverages VO3's capability as its visual imagination. For current Manus AI users, the integration is seamless. When you prompt Manus with a request that requires visual generation or simulation, Manus intelligently routes that request to VO3. This means you don't need to learn a new interface or switch between different tools. Manus acts as the central orchestration, translating your needs into actionable prompts for VO3, and then interpreting the generated visual output back into a coherent response or action. However, it's important to note the subscription requirements. While Manus AI offers various plans, access to the advanced capabilities powered by VO3, particularly for high resolution and longer duration video generation, typically falls under a premium tier. Based on recent information, access to VO3 and its tools is available through a Google AI Ultra subscription. Manus itself has also recently launched paid plans. It's crucial for users to check the latest subscription details on the official Manus AI and Google AI platforms to ensure they have the necessary access for VO3 integration. VO3 is currently available on Manus AI to any of the paid subscriptions, be that Basic, Plus, or Pro members. This tiered approach ensures that users who require the most sophisticated visual AI capabilities have access to them, while also supporting the continued development and maintenance of these cutting-edge technologies.
We'll be back after a quick break.
Hi, it's Dave from the Inspiring Tech Leaders podcast. I want to say thank you for listening to this episode. With your support, the podcast has continued to grow from strength to strength. It's also a good chance to share this month's Listen Again episode from Series 4, where I talk about how to navigate the first 100 days in a technology leadership role. I break down the essentials every tech leader needs to know for a successful start. Definitely worth listening to that episode. Anyway, let's get back to the current episode. So how does Manus integrate with VO3? Through a multimodal interface, VO3 acts as Manus's AI imagination. Manus can prompt VO to generate scenes, simulate scenarios, or even analyze visual outcomes from hypothetical instructions. For instance, if you ask Manus, what would happen if we redesigned our office layout to reduce distractions? Manus can now generate a simulated walkthrough video powered by VO3 showing how people might move, interact, and work within that new environment. It's no longer just giving you a bullet-pointed list, it's giving you a film preview of your future decision. On the back end, this works through the VO3 API stream, interpreted and contextualized by Manus's planner and reasoning modules. The two modules collaborate not just in serial, but looping feedback. Manus adjusts prompts and VO3 generates new outputs, and the reasoning engine evaluates which versions align best with the user's goals. So let's talk about the benefits. Architects and product designers can simulate real-time use of spaces and products. Say you want to know how a store layout affects customer flow. Manus and VO3 can show you how this may look. Imagine training materials generated on the fly, a safety training video tailored to your specific factory layout, a customer service simulation based on real-world scenarios. It's personalized learning at a cinematic level. Writers and filmmakers now have an AI collaborator who can visually storyboard an idea in minutes. You write a prompt, Manus refines it, VO3 creates the footage. It's got to be the fastest pre-visualization tool ever invented. For robotics, VO3 helps Manus simulate how robotics may move in new terrains or environments. It adds a layer of video-based foresight to motion planning, which is incredibly valuable in logistics, agriculture, or defense. So where does this go next? We're entering an era where AI agents like Manus don't just understand, they visualize, they simulate, and they empathize. Soon, Manus won't just write your presentations, it will create a video explainer for it with branding, tone, and voice tailored to your audience. Game studios might prototype storylines with Manus, generating characters while VO3 animates scenes in real time. It's rapid concept testing on steroids. And in telepresence, imagine a Manus-powered avatar guiding a remote team through a live VO3 simulation of a site inspection, with voice, visuals, and interactivity all baked in. The line between physical and digital workplace completely blurred. We're also seeing early experiments where Manus adapts VO3's video outputs based on the user emotional feedback. Say the scene feels off, too dark, maybe too flat. Manus detects that, reprompts VO3, and delivers an improved version instantly. So to wrap it up, the integration of VO3 into Manus AI isn't just a technical upgrade, it's a real paradigm shift. I believe we're now watching the birth of cognitive visual AI, where agents don't just talk or act, they see, they create, and they collaborate visually. This opens up tremendous opportunities, and yes, some complex questions about creativity, authenticity, and ethics, but the potential is undeniable. I'll certainly be watching closely as this integration evolves. If you're a leader in tech, design, or innovation, now is the time to start exploring how this kind of cognitive video synthesis can empower your teams and future-proof your strategy. Well, that's all for today. Thanks for tuning in to the Inspiring Tech Leaders. If you've enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with your network. You can find more insights, show notes, and resources at www.inspiringtechleaders.com. Thanks again for listening, and until next time, stay curious, stay connected, and keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible in tech.